Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you for clicking into this high Capa related video. This is a bit of an odd video. I don't really like doing build updates as such, but I kind of didn't want to keep this one to myself. So I've got the Jungle Cat build, which has kind of been an ongoing thing. I've recently finished it, just left a little bit to be desired, I think. So hit the drawing board. What can I redo? What can I change on it to make it slightly better? And I've ended up kind of rebuilding half the pistol. So, a supply drop from High Capa Hub has come in, and we're going to have a quick look at what I've received in that. So, first bit, which is kind of hanging out of this box, is one of these. This is one of the Nova Staccato polymer grips. I really do quite like this polymer grip. I've got one of these on my Battle Cat. It just fits in the hand really, really nicely. And to be fair, looks pretty damn sexy as well. We've got kind of like a star indent in there. This thing comes with everything as well. Steel mag release, some nice steel grip screws as well, and it just feels really good in your hand. So it's shaped really well. I'm looking forward to putting this on another Capa. Moving on, I've also got one of these Edge Magwells. Now this is the Edge 02 Magwell. And this is kind of like a, it's not, so normally I would go for, well, on my Battle Cat I went for like the STI tactical type. For this one, a little bit bigger. It's kind of more full around the edge. You can see it's got a little bit of detailing here as well, and a little bit of a kickback on there. Quite a nice Magwell, and I think that's just going to fit really nicely onto the Staccato grip there. Just kind of offer that up, you'll kind of get a idea for how that's gonna go. So quite looking forward to getting that on. Just a little bit of detail there just to bring it away, and that's just gonna kind of push your hand into the grip quite nicely. Really do like that. So that's those two. I think they're gonna fit together really well, and they are effectively just kind of a little bit of the icing on the cake. That's not the actual main cake itself. So the main cake is this bit just here. The eagle-eyed among you will have already noticed Gunsmith Brothers. So let's move that out of the way. And this is the new slide. So this is going to be replacing the slide on the Jungle Cat. It's going to be replacing a few of the parts on the Jungle Cat, as is the grip, as is the Magwell, as is the frame when it comes as well. Nudge nudge, wink wink, High Capa Hub. So let's have a look and let's just unbox this new frame set, slide set even, and the slide set is the Gunsmith Brothers Sand Viper in black. So I didn't want a two-tone on this one, although it kind of naturally comes semi-two-toned anyway, which I do quite like the look of, although we'll talk about colour schemes as we go through. So let's take it out and put the packaging to one side. So what do we get as accessories with this? So accessories with this, we get a little baggie, and in this baggie we have a cocking handle, which is a fixed cocking handle. So it doesn't screw off or anything like that. That is just a fixed unit with a screw which goes through into the BBU. There is a nozzle return spring, which I probably won't use. I'll probably just use an AIP 140. And there is this little silver jobby here, which I did actually have to ask what that was. And that is an early cutoff for the BBU unit, which is quite nice that that's a modular part. So if you're running like a speed nozzle or a short stroke nozzle, for example, or even if you're running like a different slide with this BBU, like a plastic slide with the BBU, you can put that on, early cut off, a little bit more gas efficiency. Moving on to the actual unit itself, it comes with the obligatory steel guide rod. Now this is a two-piece unit, which is nice to see. I'm not so sure on it being silver. I might black this one out in time, I'm not sure. And then if I just remove this little piece of foam out of here as well, that's going to hit my computer. Don't do that. And we've got the obligatory silver guide rod plug as well, which you get with pretty much every AM slide. if I slide this outer barrel out, what we'll do, we'll appreciate the two parts completely separately. So this is, by itself, a 4.3 slide. Uses a 4.3 guide rod plug and a 4.3 guide rod. If I turn it over, it's quite nice. It's got some cuts up the side of it, which are going to help remove a little bit of weight. We've got hidden away in here a lightweight BBU. So this is one of the Gunsmith AM style lightweight BBUs. So it uses an O-ring, so I've got a nozzle ready to go in there. And I can pop that one in, and as you can see on the top there, it's not cut for sights, it is just cut for this cocking handle. So as you look down it, there are no sights on this slide. It's designed for using like a red dot or an RMR or something like that, which will go on a frame mount, which I'll come to in time. I might not probably even use. So the slide itself is really nice. It's you know, I do like the John Wick movie franchise, like most kind of guys do. I didn't want to go and buy one of the cheap John Wick pistols. I did like this. I like this because it's kind of there, but not. I can kind of spin my own direction with it, and it's not all stick it up TTI and that kind of thing, although it does look quite close. So quite happy with that. And then the final part, which this unit comes with, is this whopping big steel outer barrel here. That's a really well put together unit, and it has this huge compensator on the end. Now the compensator itself does detach. You just kind of pull this back, slide it across, unscrew it, compensator comes off, and by and large this is a 4.3 fitment outer barrel. So I'm just tossing up mentally at the moment if I can deal with a 5.1 inner barrel in this. A 5.1 inner barrel comes to about here, and you can just see it, but I don't know if I actually like leaving it open. I might end up going for a 4.3 barrel just to nestle it in there and just maybe need a little bit more pressure to get the FPS up. So when they're together, they do look absolutely smashing. I'm not sure, like I say, about colour schemes for them, but that is the slide set overall. That is the Sand Viper Gunsmith Brothers. It does have some markings on the outer barrel here. It's a .38 Super, so not the normal 45 ACP that you see either. So it's never really something which has bothered me too much, the markings. I can quite happily live without them completely. So yeah, one of those, I suppose. It's just is what it is. And as always, because it's GSB, it just feels fantastic in your hands as well. So there we have it. That's going to swap out on the Jungle Cat upper. I'm not too sure yet whether it's going to turn into a bit of a triggers broom and the whole thing's just going to get swapped out, but I did just want to share this with my channel and show you what I'm currently doing, where my mind is currently at, and really just show off this amazing new open set. An open build had been on the cards for quite a while, and it's just been a case of waiting for the right one to come along, which it finally has. Thank you very much, guys. If you've stuck with me this far, what I will do is I'll put a link to this and the other parts down here. The other parts. I'll put links to these guys down in the description below. Please do hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds. Please do drop me a question if you've got any questions about these parts at all. Quite happy. Love talking about Capas. And absolutely gold standard, please do hit that sub button as well. Join me on my YouTubing journey. Let's get some weekly content going, Airsoft related, which is non-clickbait. Thank you very much, guys, if you stuck with me this far. I will catch you in the next one.